First, we're going to take a glass and fill it up with the atmospheric generated water and put a yellow sticker on it. Next, we're going to fill up a glass and put a green sticker on it with the famous brand of bottled water. Next, we're going to measure the TDS, or the total dissolved solids, in the water. It's a measure of quality. The lower the number, the better. First, the atmospheric generated water, and that's measuring in at 002. Next, when we place the TDS meter into the famous brand of bottled water, that's measuring in at 173. The next test that we're going to do here is called a precipitator test. The prongs are going to be placed into each glass, and an electromagnetic charge will be sent into the water. This charge causes the metal, if any, in the cup to react and to coagulate to itself. The video that you're watching has been sped up. It took about 3 minutes from start to finish. The cup on the right clearly shows some of the materials that are present in that bottled water. Things such as chlorine, lead, arsenic, uranium, bacteria, fertilizers, and more. Now that you know the difference between atmospheric water and bottled water, which one do you want to put in your body? Let's take a look at a typical atmospheric water generator and follow the flow of how it works. In the back of the machine, we have the intake where the air is being sucked into the machine through this electrostatic filter. The filter will remove about 95% of airborne particles. Behind the filter is a series of coils. Now these coils are ultra cold, and as the hot air goes over them, it creates condensation. As the condensation, as you can see, is developing on the coils, it will drip down into a collection tank. From that collection tank, it will go through the series here of filters and membranes, as well as an ultraviolet light that will kill all the bacteria, remove all the impurities, and provide ultra-pure drinking water simply at the touch of a lever, just like this. What could be easier? Some of the features on this particular model include a temperature gauge, a relative humidity gauge. Now our machines do require at least 28% humidity to perform, and the higher the humidity, the more water that will be generated. The next feature here shows that the machine is actually in the process of manufacturing water at this time. Below that, the 4 bars show the level of water that's being held in the reserve tank. Up to 4 bars. This one has 1 bar right now, so it does have quite a bit more to fill up. Below that, there is an indicator that shows refresh or recycle, because if the water is not being used or there hasn't been any activity on the machine after 2.5 hours, the water will automatically recirculate itself and go through the entire series of filters and membranes to keep everything nice and fresh. Below that is an ultraviolet light indicator, showing that the machine ultraviolet light is working and that all the bacteria and viruses, etc., are being killed. Below that, you have an option for the different temperature, anything from a normal, which is closer to room temperature, to colder, as well as to coldest. And below that, we have some indicator lights that show that the air filter, the first and second filtration filters are working, as well as the ultra-fine reverse osmosis filter is working. If any of them needed to be changed, the light would start to blink, giving you that indication and make it nice and simple for you. We have this machine here that manufactures about 3 to 5 gallons of water a day, and we have the same type of a process in bigger machines that make up to 5,000 gallons of water a day.